Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Nik West, and I want you to check out my interview as well as tons of great other bass players interviews on ForBassPlayersOnly.com. Okay, so I am from Phoenix, Arizona. It's really kind of boring there from the desert. So me and my sisters, well, my dad actually put together a band, and I was playing guitar in the band, but there was no bass player. I listened to Michael Jackson's "You Want to Be Starting Something," and I heard the bass line, boom, 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 boom. And I asked my dad, I said, "What is that instrument in the background?" And he's like, "That's a bass." And I said, "Well, can we go get one of those? I want to play that." So he put me on the bass.
That was Louis Johnson, wasn't it?
It was Louis Johnson. And I was about 16. Started playing bass and played in church for a few years because that's where I really learned how to play by ears, by playing in church. And shortly after that, I got called by Dave Stewart. I mean, make a long story short, got called by Dave Stewart. He watched me on YouTube, and he says, "Wow, this girl can really play." So he brought me out to LA and made me move out here to LA, and since then I've been playing with, you know, Dave Stewart, Prince, John Mayer, Sugarland. So I've kind of did a lot of interesting things.
Well, but you didn't make that leap when you were 16, did you?
Not when I was 16, no. I actually, okay, true story. Here's the real deal. When I was about 18, I put the bass down because the guys told me that I sucked, so I just decided to give up. Went to school for engineering, did that, and then I just got this itching for playing the bass. A guy told me, "You used to play the bass when you were a teenager. You were really good at that. What made you put it down? You need to pick it back up, because if you pick it back up, you're going to go really far." So I picked it up and I practiced every day, and that's actually how I got to where I'm at. So
That's quite a list of luminaries you rattled off there. What's keeping you busy these days? You have a solo career too, don't you?
I do have a solo career, and that's actually what's keeping me busy. I am working on my second album. I just released a single called My Relationship that features Orianthi, you know, Michael Jackson's guitar player, and Big Sam's Funky Nation, a really cool big band horn section from New Orleans. So it's like funk rock type of vibe, and I'm working on finishing the rest of that album this year.
Well, we will look forward to it. Do you have a title for the album?
Nik West, self-entitled.
Okay, we will watch for that, and we will certainly promote it on ForBassPlayersOnly.com. Your career is off to a great start, but you're still pretty young, and you have an awful lot of energy. So tell us where you'd like to see your career go. What do you dream about? What are you aspiring to be?
World domination, like Madonna said, right? Well, actually, you know, it's crazy because someone asked me this same exact question a year ago, and I said, I want to play for Prince, I want to play with John Mayer, these are the people I want to collaborate with, and all the people that I said I wanted to collaborate with, within a year it happened. So next for me, I want to make a record with Nathan East called East Meets West. And I want to work with
why not West meets East?
It was kind of his idea, so I think, you know,
oh,
East meets West
okay.
kind of sounds more interesting, I guess. But I guess we'll go alphabetically. So East meets West it's fair, and he's a beast. So I want to work with Lenny Kravitz. Definitely want to work with Lenny Kravitz next. And just do my thing. Like, I want to do something just completely different, completely legendary, and really want to bring funk back to my generation.
There you go.
That's my goal.
There's so much more I could ask you about, and you opened it up to at least one or more follow-up interviews. But tell me just a little bit about Prince and working with him, because I understand he's quite a bass player, and he's quite an all-around amazing musician. So share just a little bit about that experience.
So Prince called me up about a year ago, and
That's got to feel good to say. Say that again. Prince called me up.
Prince called me up about a year ago, and you want to know the truth? I peed on myself. Like, not really peed on myself, but just, you know, a couple drips, because it was very crazy, because he's the one that I've always wanted to work with. So he called me up and flew me to Minneapolis and went out there and played for a while, and he took my bass and he showed me things that I didn't even know a bass could do. I mean, he was just doing all the crazy slap Larry Graham chords, and he told me, he said, "Play, I want to thank you for letting me be myself." He's like, "All right, we're going to play that." Sly and Family Stone, Larry Graham was on the bass. And so I started playing that song, because I thought I knew the song. Boom, back, back, boom, 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 back, back. And he was just like listening. He's like, "All right, now give me your bass. Let me show you how Larry played it." So he grabs my bass and he starts doing all the chords like bang, back, back, bang, back, back. And I was just watching him like, oh my goodness. And he gives me my bass back. He's like, "Okay, now you do it." So I got a little nervous at first. I'm like, "You want me to do that?" He's like, "You wouldn't be here unless you were great at what you do. So you can do it." So that gave me the confidence to really just play it like Larry Graham played it, to the best of my ability. So yeah, Prince is a genius, musical genius, and he really knows his stuff, and he really is a great mentor, teaching people really how to play their instruments even better than they thought. So
it's got to be an invaluable experience that you'll never forget.
yeah, priceless.
Last question, Nick. What would you be if you were not a bass player? Something outside of music.
If I were not a bass player, I would be a math teacher, because I love kids, especially high school, because that's where I kind of made my mark in high school. And I love math. Like, I love calculus. Like, I'm a calculus freak. Even while playing music, I still go on YouTube and critique everyone's calculus problems, just for fun.
Well, I think we all do that.
Well,
don't we?
you know.
You're a rare breed. I was going to say you're very special, but that wouldn't have sounded right. But you're very inspirational.
Thank you.
And we can all take our cue from you for lots of great things we look forward to seeing and hearing from you. Keep doing what you're doing, and be sure to keep us informed. Nik West, great catching up with you. Much luck and continued success to you always.
Thank you.
Get out of my dreams.